What's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? It's Mahogany Clark, aka Mahogany Writes, and I am back with a video for you guys to share with you. And you can share this video, share with other people. And today's video is going to be about how can self-love now help you read your way to a better mental health. So I'm going to be giving a breakdown of Self-Love Now, my newest book that came out July 1st. And I'm going to go into detail about the breakdown of the book and, how it can help you read your way to a better mental health. Basically how it helped me write my way to a better mental health as well. And I'm also even going to show one of my favorite quotes that's in the book. And I'm going to explain why it's one of my favorite quotes and what is the meaning behind it and what does that quote mean to me and what it can mean for somebody else. So yes, Self-Love Now is my newest book. Produced it, came out with it July 1st. Have been promoting it for a month and a half, almost 2 months. And I'm excited to share it with the world. I'm glad that I've already gotten some, great reviews about it, and I'm glad that people can see where I was trying to take the book. They understand why I was going with it, so that's always very good to know, because sometimes you can write something and it's good to see different people perspective of what they got from it. But for the most part, the message that I was trying to convey, people got from reading the book. So I'm very happy about that. Very thrilled that it follows and everything like that, because this is like my first book that I produced on my own. Well, it's my second, but this is the first one that is, this is really like everything was on me, and this came from my heart and my mind, and yes, it was placed on me to write, and that's how I write all my books. Really, it's natural. So yes, so Self-Love Now, I have 3 different spaces in the book. The first space is the ugly. Sorry, I start out with the ugly of the book, then I get into the bad, and then I end with the good. So basically, when I decided to write this book, I was definitely going through I was stuck in my mental. I've dealt with that for years. Everybody does not deal with that, but a lot of people do, and you'd be surprised how many people just kind of go about life like everything is normal, but on the inside you never really know what is going on with that person, especially if they don't talk about it, or they choose not to talk about it, or they use different vices to help them get through things. So yes, I was going through a very tough time mentally anyway. I came up with the title one night after just laying down, and it had been placed on me to write another book for a while, but I was hanging with a friend, and they mentioned that I should write another one, and that was kind of confirmation for me, because I had already been thinking about it, but that was confirmation for me to go ahead, produce another book, and get it out there to the world. And yes, so the book, I start out with the worst. I take it back to, because I wrote Self-Love when I was 19 as well. That was more of a free-form poetry written type of book. Self-Love Now, the most recent book, is a quote book. So I also do put pictures in there, like different pictures in there, to kind of show what I'm saying, things like that. It's almost like a journal, like my own personal journal, but I'm like sharing it with the world. So it's kind of cool to see. It's kind of cool how I came up with that in the midst of writing it too. So yes, I really go back to the worst of my thoughts, the most rawest thoughts that I can think of, that were not healthy thoughts, they were not loving thoughts, they were not good for me, they were not good to anyone who loves me, who cares for me, and who wouldn't want to see me even think that way. So I go through those thoughts, the thoughts that people don't share with other people, or that you're not really prone to share much of, because you're told the world doesn't care, and a lot of people probably don't, but a lot of us go through the same thoughts at the same time, and in the same second, like, which is crazy. But that's kind of, that's life. So I start with that. Then I get into the middle of the book where I get to the bad thoughts. Because, after you get over the worst, then, it gets better, but it's not the best yet. You're not at your best. So then I go into some bad thoughts and, how that helped change, how that was affecting me. And, the different, just literally, it's like different snapshot word moments of what I was feeling and the things that was on my mind and how my mind works on a day to day, and how something I know other people can relate to, like, for example, my rushing thoughts or my anxiety, or as soon as I open my eyes, a bunch of thoughts hit me at once. So normally my mind never stops thinking. I never stop thinking at no point, no time of the day. For the most part, unless I'm sleeping, I'm always thinking, everything's always going, everything's always moving, and that's just how I've always been. And then I go from the bad, then I get into the good. I start off with how I ended up going to therapy, because at first I used to feel like therapy was a waste of time. I used to think that it wasn't going to help anything, because talking about the situation didn't bring me out of the situation that I wanted to get out of. I wanted to just be out of it. I wanted to just be over. I wanted to just feel better. I didn't want to have to work to get there. And a lot of people don't really want to work to get there. You kind of want to take shortcuts, but you're not healed properly, and it comes out in different ways. And sometimes when it comes out, it can ruin things that you hold dear to you, relationships that you hold dear to you, and it can stop you and hold you back from things that is meant for you, greater things that are meant for you. So yes, I started going to therapy. It actually did help overall. It was nice to just kind of get some things out and actually run through and go through the different things that made me who I am, and why I think the way that I think, why did I do the things that I do, the patterns that I've gotten or I've gathered from the things that I saw without even knowing, unconsciously, just living it, reliving, and not really, knowing that I'm reliving those same things. And it's just in different ways, due to everything that I've been through. So I get into that, going from therapy to the better thoughts that I have for myself, the confidence that I build, the self-esteem that I've built for myself, just getting over the past mistakes that I've made, and getting through and trying to, be better, do better, know that there is better for me, there has been better for me, I have done better than what, I should have, whatever was expected of me statistically anyway, due to the circumstances that I've come from. So, so it just made me realize, okay, I came a long way, and I get into that. So the book has a happy ending, but it just takes you through some things, So that's the breakdown of my book, and how it can help you read your way to a better mental health status, and or just over time, just you can read a page a day, or you can just, and it might just, something just might click with, I've had that thought before, or it just might take you back, into a time where you just haven't thought about in a long time. And now I'm going to show one of my favorite quotes that's in this book, and I actually meant to post it as well on the internet. And my favorite one, I'm going to show it, is this one right here. You can see that. And it says, I have a great memory, and I can recall my painful memories vividly. And as you can see on the picture, it's a picture of me when I was very, very, very young. And I had taken pictures that day. It was like a black and white kind of throwback kind of pictures. I had a typewriter in front of me, and had beads in my hair, and I had on, like a nice sunny hat with bows on it. I had pearls, it's a throwback picture, but it's a picture of me when I was a child, and it matches the quote perfectly of me saying, I have some painful memories that I can remember vividly, because I just have a great memory in general, and I am the kind of person that does not forget. a lot of things. I do not forget the way that I was done, or I don't, especially when it just comes to the wrong thing. But I think that's people in general, that's humans, that's us all around. You don't forget a lot of bad things, but you can easily forget some good things. But it's just like when somebody in the limelight does one wrong thing or two, and everybody remembers that wrong thing, but all the good things that they did is almost like it's just non-existent. So but yes, the picture is just the reason why I chose me as a child is because there are some painful memories that I can remember like it was yesterday, from young on up till now, and then there's just some things that I have gone through later in life that I can just remember vividly, and I just don't forget the moment and how it just altered the way that I saw life. So that is one quote that is my favorite in there, and really it's because of the picture that just made it come together, so. But yes, that is the breakdown of self-love. That was one of my favorite quotes in it, and I hope that this video helps you. I hope this video helps someone else. Share and comment. If you have something that you want to share, you can comment it. I will respond. Things like that. Also, too, I do have another. It's like a mini guide to how it's called 4 Ways to Market Your Book, Product, and Service. I know it's backwards, so that's why I had to read it. But yes, this mini guide, I basically just go over tips of how I chose to market, different ways that I went through, different ways that people probably wouldn't think of, and it can also be converted for other types of products or businesses or different ventures of avenues that other people do, and produce different content they produce that may work for them that they haven't thought of. And yes, I'm just here to help, here to give, and here to just continue to inspire, change lives, and be great, good, and helpful to other people. But yes, I hope that you take something from this video, and until next time, thank you for watching.